Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums, and I am here to show you my design team haul from Country Craft Creations. I picked up just a couple of things to work on. I first of all chose this Simple Stories Simple Vintage Lakeside. Of course, you guys know I love being in the outdoors, and I love the Simple Stories Simple Vintage outdoorsy paper, and this is just as fabulous as the other ones. I did not buy the collection. I got single sheets. I want to save the collections for you guys, make it easier for you to shop. So I will list that in the description box below, but you'll be able to see the ones I picked up. This one is called Nature Story, and I just love the writing on top of the wood with the different nature elements. Some are more pronounced, like you've got this sort of shadow of a fern on the sides. I just think that's wonderful. And love the butterflies. The butterflies are a little different than the ones I saw that they had in the last collection. I forget what it was. Simple Vintage Nature? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyhow, so I've got two of that. That is one side, and here is the other. I mean, just love the leaves and the ferns. They're very, very pretty. So there is that. I've met a couple of people that are foragers lately, and although I'm scared that I would pick the wrong thing and poison the family, I think it's beautiful, and I love looking for mushrooms, and I think this page is pretty. I've never seen one this color, but I have seen a purple mushroom. So beautiful, very pretty. And then the back of this is all of these journaling elements, but they do have a lot of the spaces to journal, and that makes life easy when you're doing a mini album, because it gives you those spaces so people do remember to journal. So that is called the Journal Elements sheet. This is similar to that first one I showed you, but all in this muted turquoise-ish green color. And then the back of it, at first I thought that there was actually an envelope on the page when I went and reached for this. It's pretty. Really interesting page. This one is called Take New Trails. Could be a cover, couldn't it? It might be. Oh, so this is a pretty bold plaid, but here, look at this side. Isn't that fabulous altogether? So this is called Explore and Discover, and it's got some dictionary definitions. I saw one that said observe and one says adventure, and it's got this cute little frog and some dragonflies, a couple of leaves. There's muted leaves underneath in the background. So that will make a nice page. I always like to use something like a big pattern for the back cover, so that might be what I choose. I don't know yet. I chose this 3x4 element page. So let's look at this. So there's a bear, binoculars, butterfly or moth, ticket, and trees. I mean, I just love the grouping of that. Sunshine and lake time. Leave the road, take the trails. More mushrooms. Again, love all the layering that they've done with some of these cut aparts. So, love them all. And then the back side has beautiful butterflies and or moths. So that again is just the 3x4 element sheet. This one's pretty cool. I mean, if I were doing a 12x12 scrapbook page, you're almost there with this one. So I really like the look of this. And then the back side of that just has this black and white stripe with some elements I don't know if you can see there's rating below that. And of course, sort of like water stain, just very subdued elements there. Now this could be a cover as well. Husband and I always laugh whenever we go hiking. We see signs that say moose 10 miles or moose 2 miles. We haven't seen a moose. We've seen lots of moose droppings, but no moose. So when we go to Maine this year, we will see moose. Anyhow, explore more. Couldn't you see that on a cover? So, and I even love this muted background there. So the back side of that, or the front side, is called Great Outdoors. Yeah, I guess that's the A side, and that would be the B side, but they're equally beautiful. This one is called Catch of the Day. So pretty, again, muted colors, but that would make a beautiful background page or inside pockets or something like that. And then here are trouts, big bass trout and trout flies and all sorts of different trouty things. But beautiful. I never realized there were so many different trouts. This one is called Relax and Unwind. And I don't know if you can see the ducks. I'm sure you can. But it's got a nice wood grain behind that, but ducks with the wetlands grass. And then there is the back side of that. Really like that. I like the plaids in this collection. So this one is called On Lake Time. This is the front of that. So if you have someone who is a hunter in your family, this would make a nice journal. I mean, again, can you see that as a cover? I just think that's very pretty. Makes me want to do some mixed media, but here it is all done for us. So again, On Lake Time is that one. And this is 4x4 elements. So again, they've layered some different ones. I like to use 4x4 elements for covers a lot of times. I mean, I could see Adventure is Waiting and use the paper that is similar to that. Life is Good at the Lake. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of book you're going to do. If you're going to do a journal, if you're going to do a lake, if you're going to do camping, if you're going to do hiking. There is the back side of that, and that again was the 4x4 element sheet. This is 4x6 element sheet, and again, I see what I could use for a cover. That would be fabulous for the cover. And so with this, maybe with some writing on it, and of course this mushroom. Yeah, my friends who forage would probably love a little journal with that as a cover. And there's the back side of that. And that is the 4x6 elements. And then I got some of the background papers. I think I just love the colors of this. I mean, the turquoisey green and the lime green. Actually, it's called Aquamarine and Fern. Those are the colors for that collection. I mean, again, if you'd like to do mixed media and add some texture to pages, this is done. This one is Sandstone and Gravel. So that is gravel. Here is the sandstone. Beautiful colors. And this is Trail and Lake Blue. So that must be the lake blue. And there is the trail. And you know what? That is an exact perfect color. When you look into the woods, that is the color you see. It's mostly green. Hard to see the color on the camera, but it is. And then I did get the cardstock sticker sheet. So here we've got a couple of tags. They already have the hole punched out in it, so that's fabulous. I would probably back it on some cardstock and make a nice tag out of it. Wander and Wonder. I mean, that again would be a great cover to a book. Lots of amphibians and butterflies. Some more trout. And then these are in a lot of the collections, and these would make good tabs for the pages or pullouts. You could fold these, and you've got different things. No Wi-Fi here, relax and unwind. Take the trail. So that would be very cool. Of course, I love the tickets. And again, lots of little detail things here that would make nice titles. Lots of things to use in this sticker sheet. Sometimes you get sticker sheets and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But just to make sure I had enough elements to work with, I picked up the page pieces, and I'm going to show you what is on the back. And I'm sorry, I know sometimes the glare affects people and they can't see it, so let me open this up and show you. I'm going to pull the pieces out as well, so I might as well. You got a peek of what's going next. So this is great if you're going to do 12 by 12 pages, and I usually have papers left over, and I decided I would try my hand at some 12 by 12 pages. But still, even if I didn't do 12 by 12, there's still lots of cool elements to do on. If I were doing a landscape style 6 by 8 book, or really 4 by 6 maybe, this would be perfect for it. But here it gives you some ideas on how you can use that on a 12 by 12 page. So just some ideas. There are 12 ephemera cutouts for that. I like the different layers again. You know, things that you could do if you were good at layering, but here it's already done for you. Makes it easy. All right, let me move all these out of the way. That's a great picture. I could see that on the cover with the title. And this is 57 bits and pieces, ephemera bits and pieces, cardstock die cuts. Well, let's take a look at them since we looked at the other ones, so you can decide if you're going to use that. Again, if you are a hunter, family time together, I mean, even if I don't use that on this mini album, that would work for anything. Become one with nature. Oh, look at that. That's got a frog with a mushroom. That is fabulous. Excuse me. Wander here. 100% natural. The living is easy. Butterfly. Happy camper. Oh my goodness. This is a layering paradise. Life is better at the lake. Time with nature. Let's stay lakeside. Go fish. Nature. More of the tickets. Stay curious. Home away from home. Leave the road, take the trails. Make sure you clean up after yourself. Time to unplug. Lots of these little arrows, which would be great if you included a map. A rowboat with some sneakers. A nice sign. Oh, a couple more of these. So I love these. You can take some brads and put on there, and that just adds a nice dimension to those. I may or may not do that. Like a smashed bottle cap. You have no idea how many times I want to pick up bottle caps and use them in my scrapbooking. Nature is all you need. Oh, there's that pretty aquamarine color. Now that I know what it's called. Explore your world. whoops, 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 unplugged, love for nature, stay curious, away from it all, outdoors, another butterfly, unplug and unwind. Oh, here's some more tags. Cool. And captured moments with, again, layered. It's got a camera on it, a butterfly, tickets. Oops, and there's another little waypoint, arrow. So there's a lot there. Let me clean this up and I'll show you the next one. You know, I wanted to show you something. Everybody has different ways of putting things back in the envelopes, including when you have 12 by 12 paper. But what I do is, so I'm turning it upside down and I'm pushing down where that sticker, the adhesive portion of this envelope is. And then if you flip it over, then it sort of stays down and you can just put it in. Again, this works with 12 by 12 paper. I always turn it upside down, and that way everything will slide in easy. I'll usually put one piece in first and then the rest of them, and use the adhesive portion just to hold it all down. Anyhow, I want to show you that trick. All right, let's look at this nature bits. So this one didn't have any words in it. The other one had lots of words, which I like to use when I'm doing journals or pages or whatever. But this one, again, nature. So let's look. So here's a bear. Haven't seen one, but the park I'm staying in had a cougar running around. Well, not running around. It was protecting a kill it had, and then I think it wanted to get out of Dodge because it was tired of people. So it's been seen leaving the area. Not that I was scared, but just cautious. There's another mushroom. Here's another duck. There is a moose. I saw elk here. I haven't seen any moose, but there's elk. I'm in Oregon right now. Where's my butterflies? There they are. There's more mushrooms. Love the mushrooms. Here's dragonflies. More duck. Oh, the duck's barking at the moose. Butterflies or moths, I'm not sure what. Dragonfly, trout. There is great fly fishing in this area. More butterflies, moths. Wow, lots of them in this collection kit. But I even like the leaves because, again, if you do your own layering, leaves are a great background piece. There's a cute turtle. There's more fish. Another duck. I don't hunt, but I'm sure I know somebody that does, I guess. I'll have to think about it. More hand-tied flies. It's a big thing in this area. I found a couple that people had left behind or got stuck in the water, and hand-tying flies must be an art in themselves because the pieces that went into that were fabulous. More frogs, more trout, mushrooms. Oh my goodness. Well, there is 52 pieces, so I am going to, here, we'll put that near the ducks. Another bear, but a smaller one. Another moose, but a smaller one. Trees. Moth. Oh, there's more aquatic plants. Oh, we'll put the frogs to live near the aquatic plants. Don't know what that is. It's not a fern, is it? Some kind of sumac? I don't know. Alder? Don't know. And ferns. But boy, that's a lot. I'm going to be using this forever. Forever. Which is great. Couple other things I got is a couple of seam bindings. I don't always use them in my minis, but Let me grab one of the pages so we can see how well this matches. We'll grab the journaling cards. So I got this drab, terrible name, dark olive drab. It's a terrible name, but it's a great color. It is a dark muted green, so that's perfect for this. This one is New Rust. You know, I wanted to come close to that orangey red. And then this one is medium blue. This might not be the best blue for this, but I will have to wait and see when I'm all done how it looks. But anyhow, seam binding from Country Craft Creation is like the best value you will ever get. So anyhow, that is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Lakeside. I know I will be doing a mini album, and then I'll see if I have enough to do a folio. I'd love to do a folio, and I might do different themes. I might do one for like hiking in the woods, and then maybe I'll do a hunting one. It's again not in my wheelhouse, but it doesn't have to be hunting. It could be going to an aquatic area and seeing the waterfowl. But the images are beautiful, so there's that. All right, let me show you the very next thing. You probably got a peek of it before, and I'm sure you've seen other designers from Country Craft Creations, but this is the first time I got a chance to get a look at it. This is by the Seaside. So if you're new to my channel or new to Country Craft Creations, let me tell you a little bit about this. This is designed by Country Craft Creations. It is designed in Utah and printed in Utah. So for those of you who like things made in the US of A, here is the place to go. This is printed on cotton vellum Bristol. It's luxurious. It's soft and silky. Once you've used this and you go back to using other paper, you'll be like, what's up with this flat kind of paper? It's just got a very nice texture to it. I forget what the weight is, but it's heavier than 65 pounds, I can tell you that. Somewhere in the 80s. You get 3 sheets of each design, 2 cut apart sheets, and 2 tag sheets. So you get 28 sheets along with the collection. And if you go to Country Craft Creations and check out each collection, you'll notice that most of the collections, as soon as they come out, it might not have it, but give it a couple of days, it tells you what cardstocks match with this. So you can just go to the page that has this listed for sale, and for instance, this one tells you a couple of the colors that in my colors cardstock that match it are Tropical Bay, Spanish Moss, Summer Ivory, Black Suede, Snowbound, Linen White, The Craft. So they all will match with this beautiful paper. It's a very vintagey collection. So let me take you and show you what we get with the collection. So here's the cut apart sheets, and these have been already die cut. You just have to pull them apart. Oh my goodness. There are some of the collections that have that already die cut. So it just makes it easy for you to go. And look at the image on that. I have to focus it. But anyhow, there are some really beautiful Victorian images here. You know, when gals had to wear these different kinds of bathing suits and that kind of thing. But there's other ones besides the gals in bathing suits. I mean, look at this one. Whoops, come here, you. Seahorses and let me see if I can focus a little. So look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So and you get some verbiage in it. Seaside vacation, vitamin C, which is a saying from way back when. So anyhow, you get 2 pages of that. One is already cut out for me, and then the next, or this is the background of that. So sort of wood grain with some subdued shells on there. Really pretty. And then here's a cut apart. Again, we've got these beautiful images in the cut apart, so that you get 3 4x6 and then 4 3x4s. Just adorable. And then you get a couple of border strips as well. And then the back side of that is, again, another subdued image with seashells, different than the other one. So if you're not into the Victorian look, or it doesn't suit the photos you have, first of all, you've got a couple of options. You could use this. It's already got a frame. Put something over here. Put your photos right on there. I mean, it's made for that. Same with this. It's already got a frame, and photos on there would be fabulous. But if you don't want to do that, this is a beautiful paper all by itself. Again, couldn't you see using that for a 12x12 album as a background? Oh, fabulous. All right. Now this I could see, again, adding some other photos here. Love the different birds. And of course, she sells seashells by the seashore. An adorable child with a shell there and a little hut. You could use this and cut that out and put a photo in there if you wanted to. So there's 3 of that, and this is the background of that. So you get so many layers when you look at this. You can see the crackle. Can you see the sort of a fabric-y look? And then there's the photo itself of the beach, the ocean, and then you get that there. Again, the crackle is throughout. So it's got a lot of texture upon texture upon texture. So 3 of those. And then here's some of those gorgeous images. And then there's some flowers mixed in with that, some sand dollars. But the back of that has this writing, which would be fabulous. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm sort of kicking myself because I did not get any matching My Colors cardstock. I'm going to have to put in an order real quick to do that. But lots of neat ideas, and love the different fonts on there. So this is great. I mean, could you see that for a pocket? So you get 3 of those, and the back of that is a gorgeous plaid. Gorgeous. Again, different textures on there. I love this little corner. It's got a life ring. Life ring? What do you call that? With a crab and some seashells and some more of the grass. Now that we're looking at that, it's not too out of the realm. I mean, you wouldn't use that, but look at the color for that. Doesn't that match fabulously? I might be playing with if I have leftovers of that. There we go. Look. Perfect. That goes so nicely. Look at that. Just, I mean, it looks like it was made together. Made to go together. Anyhow, that's a beautiful background piece. I could see that on a cover. I'm just looking. So there's roses there. Different elements. Looks like sort of seaweed. Just lots of texture. So here we go. The gals in these cottages, I don't know what they are, when you go to the beach and you have those. But look at this. Isn't that fabulous? I could see that on a spine of a book. I might have to make a book. Looks like it's about 6.5, so make it 7 inches and put that on the spine. Again, it's already got the layering for you. And then the back side of that, some wood grain with crackle finish on it. Fun, 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 fun. And I don't know, I did not get the new Tim Holtz color, I forget what it's called, but wouldn't that be perfect with this? These gals look like they're having a good time. They've got the umbrella, they're sitting on the beach, just enjoying themselves. And who wouldn't? Because look, you've got this extra piece of paper, while the back side has, it's sort of like a Where's Waldo trying to see what's in here. So there's turtles, there's shells, here's another turtle. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you might be able to see it in the camera. More texture, waves, crackle, fabric, just layer upon layer of texture. That is beautiful paper all by itself. Love the colors. Oh, I could see this on in a mini album too. It's just got some more of those Victorian vintage images with lots of texture and layers on that. Boy, each one is a work of art. And then they put them all on one page. That's just amazing. Oh, look at that. That's got some of the netting, the sea kind of netting that you see. So love that. And then we've got, so this is, I have this, it had gotten out of order. So here's another page with writing on it. This one is light colored writing on top of the turquoisey color. And then the back of that is this fabulous plaid. So fun stuff. Love this collection. I'm going to have fun. I don't know which one I'm going to do first. Trying to find the cover sheet to put it down. And here we are. So that is by the Seaside. I believe they come in, this is 12 by 12. There's 8.5 or 8 by 8. And also I think she's doing them all in 6 by 6 as well. So, and don't throw out the cover sheet. I mean, number one, you can use these, the paper here, like if you're making a tag or something like that. This would be a good size. But these too, if you wanted to do a small little mini, that says Seaside Vacation on it, already done. So one other thing I did pick up that I meant to show you that I'll probably use with my Simple Stories is the Tim Holtz Distress Paint in Rustic Wilderness. I've used this distress paint and it is fabulous. It goes on. It's just got a lot of good coverage. Use on paper, fabric, wood, metal, glass, plastic, and more. Clean with water. Paint is waterproof when dry. Coordinates with the distress palette of products. Anyhow, I don't have too much of the distress paint, but I'm going to try to start a small collection. And again, I'll be using this with the mini album I make with the Lakeside collection. So lots of fun stuff that I picked up at Country Craft Creations. Again, this is my design team haul. The links for all of the products will be listed in the description box, but just go to countrycraftcreations.com and check out all the fabulous things they have on their site. That's what I have for you today. Thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.